Hey, this is a video on the writing process and the role of review in the writing process. This is for students in my writing classes this semester at SUNY Adirondack. Right, so the writing process is not this. It's the night before the paper's due. I crank it out. I turn it in. That is not a process. That is a recipe for failure. So sometimes that recipe for failure works though, right? Sometimes people crank something out the night before, they turn it in, they take what they get. But that's not what this class is about. In fact, writing class, I have a number of due dates. So if you're somebody that works well under pressure, there are multiple opportunities to work under pressure. One of those opportunities is during what I think of as the generating stage, right? When I generate material, I'm coming up with ideas. I'm writing paragraphs, I'm writing sentences, I'm creating outlines, I'm quoting, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. It's just coming out of me. Some people call it word vomit when it's messy, or a rough draft, or a sloppy copy. But the early writing, that generating that I do, when I have the assignment in front of me and I'm thinking about what do I need to do to get this done. So this is a good time to crank and generate material, and this might happen in a sitting. This might happen a couple times over the course of a week or two, but you want to have it happen early in the process. So, I would do this right when you get the assignment, right? When you have the assignment, when you've discussed the assignment with the professor or a tutor or fellow students or whoever you talk to, get right into some generating, right? Not writing a paper, just cranking out some ideas. In fact, a lot of the online work that we do in our class is meant to generate material that you might consider for the essay. Now, generating material and composing material are two different things, right? When I'm composing material, I'm taking all that stuff that I've generated, I'm bringing it together, I'm deciding what fits, what goes. What do I keep, what do I cut, what do I develop? In fact, that idea of keeping, cutting, and developing is when I'm starting to compose things, I'm really starting to think about developing things, right? How do I take what I have, start to put it in some kind of order, some kind of unity? Am I meeting the assignment? But also, have I bitten off as much as I need to chew? Hopefully not more than I can chew. Hopefully not less than I can chew, right? I want to compose. I want to start to pull this stuff together. Now, part of this is also revision. When I move from drafting into revision is when I'm going from trying to compose to trying to develop and refine. When I develop, I'm elaborating. I'm taking what I have, I'm building on it. I might be developing paragraphs, I might be adding paragraphs, I might be moving paragraphs around, I might be throwing paragraphs out, I might be working at the sentence level, but I'm taking material that I generated, I started to compose, and I'm working to bring it together. Now, I have to tell you, it looks like a straight line, but really part of what's happening here is I might be going back to the generating, back to the drawing table. I might be continuing to compose new material, because writing is not a straight line. Writing is a recursive process, right? And we want to talk about the concept of recursion. Recursive means it's not a straight line between A and B. It means that I might have to move forward, move back. I might loop around. I might go from early writing to drafting to revising and back to drafting. And I might not get to editing until I've cycled through these a few times, right? Refining or editing is when I'm getting it ready to present or to publish, when I'm getting ready to turn it in. Right now, I'm thinking about spelling, punctuation, syntax, paragraph breaks, titles, headings, how many spaces, all that kind of stuff. Now, the writing process is complex, but it's not super complicated. It has parts. You can see I've represented them on two lines here. But also, each of these parts is an opportunity to review something with another brain. Right? You can always take a break from something and come back yourself. But you can interact with the professor. You can interact in class or online or in a Zoom meeting or in person, and someday maybe with another student in the class or with a study group. You could work with a tutor in the Center for Reading and Writing, right? I think they're mainly online in this semester of COVID, but other semesters you can meet them face to face. You might be able to do that now. So this is the writing process, and there are many opportunities in this writing process for you to review your own work, but also for you to ask somebody else to look at your work, look at the assignment, look at what you're doing. So that's the first of 3 videos I'm posting in this 3rd week. I'm trying to keep it to about 5 minutes, and we'll discuss this in class.